Okay, let's take a look inside Voucher Studio. When you log in for the first time, you'll see this screen. Of course, there's little there at the moment. Just got some of the stats and visits that are blank because we haven't created a Voucher app yet. Then we've clicked on here for apps, and we've got a demo one here. I'll show you that in a second, and we'll also build one and show you how quickly and easily you can build your own Voucher app. Then we have data and statistics, where you can see number of people that have visited, what pages they've been on. We've got widget data. We can see which forms have been filled in, who's redeemed what coupons, and you'll also be able to download in a CSV file or an Excel spreadsheet, or a PDF for that matter, all of the people that have registered and are using your Voucher app. Then down here we have media. This is so you can actually upload your own images. We've got a load of stock images, but you can add your own. And then we have settings, where you'll have your profile, and also this is interesting, you can actually add team members. So if you click here, add team member, you can add someone as admin, which would have complete control over all of the apps that you build, and they'll also be able to add new apps and delete apps. So basically they've got full permissions. Then we have a manager that can add and delete and edit apps, but they don't have the full access in terms of creating new users. And finally, we've just got a user, which is someone who only has access to edit a particular app. Okay, well, your account. So they'll only be able to access. They won't be able to add new apps or delete them. Okay, so you can easily have outsourcers working for you on these things, but in actual fact, you'll see it is so easy to build and maintain your Voucher app. So let's go and take a look. So I click here on the apps, and let's have a look at the demo just so you can see for the moment. I click edit here. You'll see you'll be able to have a look what the app looks like here in this screen. Now you see what I've done here, I've created a menu at the top. So this is quite a nice way of having a menu, but you can actually choose from a number of menus. Let me just show you the layouts. So you can see I've chosen this one. We could have it on the other side. We could have icons going across the top. Let's have a look at that. You see whatever you change here, it will change on the previewer, but nothing will happen in terms of the app until you actually save the changes. So the other navigation is to have these icons at the bottom of the page, and you see now they're at the bottom. So, and we also have a home page that I'll show you as we go on. Then we've got our backgrounds, so you can see the page background there, and we've got different designs, so you can actually change the design, but I'm going to leave this one for a demo. And down here we've got the icons. Now you can choose from a range of icons or add your own. So if I click here, you'll see we've got a number of icons, standard icons that you could use. These icons are going to be seen by your customers if they choose to download the app to their phone. So these are the icons that will go on their phone. So it's actually worthwhile creating your own icon with your own logo in your own colors, because then your brand sits on your customers' phones. So that's the design and layout, and here we've got the various pages. So if I click on the coupons page, for example, you'll see that there are no active coupons, but I can make this one active. It was inactive from the 31st of December. Let's have a look if I make it active. Just change the date to make it until the 31st of March, and click update coupon, and then always remember to save the changes. and now we'll see the coupon is there. Now this is just for a coupon, so it's a standard type of voucher where someone will come in and they'll redeem the coupon, providing it's valid and it's on the right date. And to redeem it, all they'll need to do is click it and click the redeem button. So let's go on to have a look at the loyalty card. So here we've got a loyalty card. Again, this one actually, oh good, this one goes till 2017, and you'll see it says get a free coffee, buy 7 coffees and get 1 free. And how this works is, in order for someone to get their coffees, or their free coffee rather, they're going to need to register. So they're going to need to sign in. But let's just show you what we did here. If I click the edit button, you'll see there's an unlock code. So every time someone wants to get their loyalty card stamped, normally the manager or the person servicing them will put in the unlock code, and then it will unlock 1 star for the loyalty system. You can select, you can give it a title, you can say how many they need to, how many stamps they need to have in order to get 1 free. You can change this unlock code whenever you want to, of course. You can upload your own image here that will be seen, and you can state when it's valid from and when the program will stop. And you can decide whether someone can only use it once or unlimited. Then you put in a description, which you'll see is seen there, and then you can put in a further description and disclaimer that will be seen underneath. So here we've put not to be used in conjunction with any other offer or promotion. Once you've made all the changes, you'll simply update the loyalty card, and it will be active, so people can literally start using. We're going to come back to this in a second. I'll just show you some of the other features. You can have here, for example, a map, and all you would do is put in the address, and it will find the longitude and latitude. You can also put those in by going to the longitude and latitude websites, and you'll see here we've put in a notice. Coffee cup is here. You can put whatever you want and it will come up there, and people will be able to click this button at the top here to get driving instructions or walking instructions, or I think those will be the 2 main ones, won't they, to get to your place of business. You can change the icon that will be seen. You'll see that's a green pin. So if I wanted to change that, I can change it to, for example, a pink one. And if I don't want any of these icons, I can just upload my own. Always remember to save changes. And then if we come up, we can see now it's a pink pin. But as I say, you can upload your own icons if you don't want to have any of the standard ones. Here you can set the zoom. That is of course people can change the zoom once they've opened the page, but this is the default, so this is how they will see it when they open the page. So you could put it on 12, for example, or if we wanted to put it back to 14, it becomes slightly bigger. And let's change that. Okay, now we've also got a contact us page, which here you can put in click to call, click to email, click to Facebook, click to Twitter, and the way that we do that is simply through adding a link. That's all you need to do. So for the telephone one, all we're going to do is put the number in, tel, colon, and the number, and the button will say call us. The email one comes up with mail to, colon, and they'll click it and it will open up their email client on their phone, or on their browser for that matter. Then we've got Facebook, so it could go straight to your Facebook page. Let's put ours in there. And the same you put onto your Twitter address. So that's how you would do that. If you wanted to share this page, which you wouldn't really want to share a contact page, so we've left that of not sharing, and then you click Save Changes, and that's all changed. And finally, we also got, let's have a look at actually some of the other things, a reservation. Now here someone can reserve a table, and this is very easy to configure. You'll give the page a name, as in reservation. We give the title to the page, here reserve a table, there's the title. We can give additional content, complete the form below to reserve a table. You see that there. And then we build up the actual form. And what we put in here, you can see first name, and the type for that is just going to be a text. Last name is also a text. Email, you'll select the email type. Mobile, we're going to select the phone type. So that means when it's clicked, it will. And you can select here whether any of these fields are going to be mandatory or not. So if you want to make sure someone always puts their phone number in, then you just click that button there. It's mandatory. That way you'll get their phone number in the data that's collected, and they have to put it in order to fill in the reservation form. Then we've got the date, and again, so you can see I've selected the date type, and the reason you've got all these different types is that the types are configured to work properly for that particular function. Then we've got time. Again, we choose the time type. We could have just had date and time. You'll see here we've got a date stroke time, but the date actually the date and time separately actually looks better and works better. Well, we prefer it that way. And then you've got here special requirements, and that is selected as a multi-line text box, which means they can put in more than one line. So that works really well. But you can see as we scroll down here, you've got multiple choice questions, so you can request feedback. You've got options, you've got drop-down menus, you've got checkboxes, so you can build very sophisticated customer feedback forms as well. You don't have to use these forms solely as a reservation form. You can create one as a feedback form, and as I said, you can have questionnaires, and all of the data will be collected. Then you've got, you can configure the name that goes on the button when someone submits the form, and who's going to receive the form when they're submitted. So you can have more than one email address that will receive the form. That way, so you, the manager, the customer services manager, you can have everyone receive the form, as many as you want, and then a message that the customer will see once they've submitted the form. Okay. Once again, always make sure you save the changes. So that's the reservation form, and now the download, here's something that you can put in. It's basically a page that you can put in to encourage people to download your app. But in actual fact, most customers don't really need that, because they know how to just click a button to add it to the home screen. And some people just want to access it through, well, basically, the app becomes like a bookmark on their home screen. So they'll see the icon on the home screen, click it, and it will open up your Voucher app. So these are all the pages. Let me just take you to the home page that I created as well for this demo. You'll see we use for this a content page, and I've put in a logo and I've put in some text, and that's about it. And then I've also put in this show social icons, so that when people open the page, they will see Facebook, Twitter, and whatever social icons you want to attach to your voucher app. So let me just save those. I haven't done any changes, but let's save that and come to the options. So in the options we have a QR code. You can change the version, the size, make it quartile or low. You'll see it changes for each one, and then literally click the button and you'll download the QR code to your computer. Then you can use that on your bills or in leaflets and so forth to encourage people to download your voucher app. Remember, then they don't have to download. They can't download the apps from iTunes or from Google Play. They're downloading it directly from your website, so it's really convenient for your customers to download. So I'll close that. Let's have another look at some of the options. Okay, here we have redirect code. Now, when you want if you set up a page on your website that's, for instance, says loyalty program, if you put this script or give it to your web developers to put on the page on your website, whenever someone accesses that page from their mobile phone, they will be redirected and see the voucher app rather than any other page. So that's a really easy way to get customers to download your app. You just create a page on your website, call it vouchers or loyalty program, and stick this code in, and then whenever someone goes to that URL, they are going to go direct to the voucher app. I'll close that for now, and let's have a look at some of the app settings, now when you create an app, you'll see there'll be 12 digits here, but you're able to change that, so you can come in, and that's what I've done here, is to call it coffee cup. Not that anyone necessarily needs to see the app.voucherstudio.com. You can actually hide that if you want to, and the way you would do that is explained in another tutorial. It's very easy. You would set up a subdomain on your website and do what's called a masked URL. So, but if you didn't mind, or you wanted to just change the URL to your brand name, then that works fine too. Then you would select the language, the time zone. Here on the social share, you'll decide which platforms you want people to be able to share to. So here we've got email, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn and Pinterest. If we didn't have a LinkedIn account, for example, you would just click that so it's showing a cross, and click save, and then LinkedIn won't appear. Here we have tracking codes. So if you have your own tracking system, you can simply put in your tracking codes or Google Analytics. Having said that, the app itself has tremendous stats and analytics, so you don't really need to put in any third party, but if you did want to, you can put them in there. And then for advanced users, if you wanted to add JavaScript or change the style sheeting, you could do here, but again, it's not really necessary, especially for most users. So I'll close that, and let's have a look at the here. If you wanted to clone an app or duplicate it, you just click duplicate, and the app will be copied exactly, and then it makes it easy for you to configure the same app, but if you wanted to make it slightly different, you could do it that way. And you could delete an app by clicking that, but obviously you probably won't want to do that unless you've got another app ready to go. So that's inside the dashboard. One more thing I'd like to show you. Let's create an app, just so you see what happens from the beginning. So you click new app, you give the app a title. So here I'll just call it Demo 2. You can give it a campaign. Now, campaigns are just for your convenience. So if you have multiple, if you've got an account that can have multiple apps, then you can sort of file them in the same place to make it easy for you to locate. So if you're building apps for one particular area, geographical or niche, so it could be for clients in London, or if you've got outlets in a certain area, then all you'd have to do is put, for example, there London, and then the campaign will be created for London. Language, time, that's fine. And here you can see we've got it all set up so that you could, makes it very easy for you to configure the right business. So if you've got a music business, education, a standard business or retail, we've got restaurants here, restaurants and bars. So let's choose the restaurants and bars and create the app. So once we've created the app, all we have to do now is add pages. So to add a page, we would click this button here, and the first page I'm going to add is just a content page. And then I'm going to add a coupons page, and I'll add a loyalty cards page. So we'll just stick to those pages for now. If I want to change the design, by the way, we can do so. Let's do that. So I'm going to scroll through. You can decide whichever design. You can change it whenever you want. It will all change in real time. So you see there's plenty to choose from. So I'll choose this one, and here you can see the default navigation is on the bottom, but I'm going to change it to the top left hand corner. I would like that. Then in terms of the background image, we can select an image or upload our own, but let's have a look at some of the ones you can select from. So we've got quite a few different niches. I'm going to select this one here for the coffee one, so you can see that's come in, and I'm going to change the icon by clicking the icon and clicking the coffee one. Again, if I wanted to create my own, I could just click this button and then select either from the files here or upload from your computer. So let's leave that as it is, and that's all fine. Come back to pages, and let's come on to the content. So just to show you how you can change, so you see it says content in the top here, so we can change that to your business name or home, but I'll call it, say, coffee cup, loyalty, program. Now the actual icon for the page we can change here. Just click that, and you can see there's over 700 different icons you can choose from. So let's just go through and find one that we like. Now if you want to put in the search rather than scroll through, you just put in coffee, and there we've got the icon that we want. Then we've got a WYSIWYG editor. So you can see it all there. If I delete that, and I can put in an image, so select the file, and we can choose files here from your computer. Let's choose one. And we'll choose this one here. That'll be the logo, and we can change the, click on it, so you can make it smaller. We can center it, as we've done there, and let's save the changes, and then they'll appear. We can see what it looks like. And there you can see the logo fits nicely at that size, so that looks good. We've got the share buttons below, and if we want to put in some text, we can type in whatever text we want. Welcome to Coffee Cup Loyalty Program. And again, we can center that by exactly the same way you would do if you were using Word or even Facebook. So we make that a little bit bigger, 18, we'll bold it, and because it's dark there, we're going to make it light, so let's change the color. It will come here. So we've got the background color for the text, and we've got the foreground color. So I'm going to use this sort of light color there. Click Save Changes. And you'll see that we've got the Welcome to Coffee Cup Loyalty Program. Down here below it, this will, if someone does share here, you can put the text that they're going to share. So you can put get savings with there we go. That's good, and we'll save that. And so we've got our first page all done. Now let's have a look at adding a coupon. So we've got the coupons page here. Again, we can change this image if we wanted to. So let's just put a heart for now. But again, if we wanted to change it to one of the others, there's plenty. Here we go. We could put in that coupon as well. So how we add a coupon, again, it's very, very intuitive. All you would do is click Add Coupon, and then you're going to decide there's 3 types of coupons or vouchers you can have. A percentage discount, a buy a certain number and get one free, or a custom offer. So for example, if we wanted to get do a let's say we do a buy 3 get 1 free. Now you could do buy 4, it doesn't matter. You'll see here you can change it. So let's add an image. It tells you the size of the image, 420 by 310. We've already got some here, so let's stick that one in. So we've got a brownie, and we'll get actually we're going to call this a custom one. Reason is this this will be get a free brownie with your coffee. So we'll get a brownie coffee. Then we would put in the date, so we'll have today's date, and then you put in when it's going to end. Could have it running continuously if you wanted to. Put in a brief description. Now, let's say this was just for Wednesday mornings, or Wednesday, shall we say? Let's change that to Wednesday deal. We've got Wednesday brownies, and we'll put get a brownie on Wednesday. Here we put in some details, whatever it might be. Order a large coffee and get a delicious brownie on the house. Okay. Again, we can change the formatting of that later on if we want to, or we could do it now. And then we put in the conditions. Wednesdays only, not to be used in conjunction with the other offer. And then you click Add Coupon, and we are done. The coupon is added, but of course it's not showing here yet because we haven't saved the changes. So let's save the changes. And there we've got our coupon. Now you can have multiple coupons on the same day. and all you would do to add another coupon is click here, add another coupon, and then do exactly the same thing. So you can have all your coupons on one page, and when someone comes to redeem them, as I said before, all they'll do is click it, and they'll click redeem, and it has to be redeemed in front of the merchant in exactly the way, same way as the large commercial voucher apps work. You click redeem, and it's done, and it shows they've got their voucher. So loyalty cards are a little bit more they're a little bit more flexible and customizable, and they encourage loyalty because you've got to get the cards stamped. So let's have a look at that. You click the loyalty card. We've added the page already. We'll put just call it loyalty card. Again, you can have multiple cards on the same page if you wanted to. So you could have, every time they got a dessert, you could have buy 5 desserts and get 1 free, or literally you can do whatever you want. So here I'm going to put loyalty card and click add card, and we'll get let's see, we're going to say buy 9 coffees, get 1 free. Here's the unlock code, but we could change this to whatever we wanted. And as I say, you can change this on an hourly basis, a daily basis, whatever you wanted. So we would add an image for this particular offer. So I'll click here, and you see I've got a coffee image there. So that's done. Now we can decide here. So we want 9 stamps for 1 free coffee. Then we give what's the freebie name. So you'll see how this shows up in a second. So let's put just get a free coffee for now. We'll put an end date as well, just so there's one there. Here you would put a brief description, a disclaimer. I'll just paste that in now, just for there. We'll make something a little bit different to 17, for example. And we'll just click add the loyalty card. Here we can change the icon in exactly the same way that we did before. You can change it to whichever one you wanted. So I'm going to put in a heart for this one. And here we save changes. And let's have a look what it looks like. So in order to see it, we would just click there, click loyalty card, and here's the loyalty card. Now, in order for someone to get start getting their card stamped, they're going to need to sign in. So this is where you collect the data. So to sign in, literally it just requires an email and a password. And so if I put a dummy one in here first, which we'll do, and then the password that they want to use, and then they sign up. Okay, so now that account's been created. Sorry, this pop-up keeps coming in the way. And so if they're on their phone, okay, so there's the loyalty program set up. Let's just check here we go, unlock code, 1, 2, 2, 3. So what would happen is the customer would come in. When they bought their coffee, they would click here. They would then click the first one, hand it to the manager, and the manager put in the secret code. And of course, as I said, you could change that whenever you wanted, and then click stamp. And then what happens is, as you can see, you've got your first stamp, and at the end of it there would be a free coffee. Now if we wanted to change this icon here to signify the free coffee, all we'd have to do is come back into the app, and here you can see I've changed it to the coffee cup. So let's update the loyalty card and save the changes. And what will happen is that now is changed to a coffee cup icon, and that's how it works. So as soon as they've got all 9 stamped, they're going to see a redeem get their free coffee. So let's just go through that again and see how that looks. So on the last one, the last stamp, when we stamp it, you'll see what happens. Card stamped successfully, and then we click here. And then it says you redeem your purchase. Then we had the notice, get your free coffee, or whatever notice. We could change that if we wanted to. We click OK, and then it's back to the beginning. And they can start collecting all over again. And that is how the loyalty program works. You see, really simple. And all of that data, you'll be able to see who has their who's registered for your program right back here with the users. You'll see the one that I've just done tells me when he was last logged in, and that is how simple it is to create your loyalty program. Of course, then you can start adding more pages, which we've done here. We've got a Facebook page, and all we've done there is put in the ID of the Facebook page. Literally, you would click this button here, it takes you to a page. You'd put in your Facebook page and click here, and it will give you, let's do Voucher Studio. There we go. And that's the number. We would just copy that number and paste it in there. When you've done that, click Save Changes. Okay, I just want to go through some of the pages types with you. And first of all, let me just show you how many we've got. These are all sorts of page features, from content, contact us, web pages. You can embed a web page in there, create forms. In the we've got loyalty cards, we've got the coupons. E-commerce comes in an upgrade. We've also got Facebook, Flickr, Instagram. You can put your blog RSS feed, or any RSS feed that you want to include, actually. Your Twitter, and also media. You can put in SoundCloud, videos, YouTubes, and photo galleries. So you can choose from a huge number of features to add into your VIP or Voucher app to make it really unique and engaging. And of course, don't forget, with the forms, you can create questionnaires and feedback forms too, so to ask your customers for their feedback. Then, if we wanted to do the Contact Us page, let's have a look at that, because we've got one here, just to show you. So we've got a click to call, click to email, click to Facebook and Twitter, and I went through this earlier, so I won't go through it completely again. But you say this is the link that will open up the phone, and this is what the button text will be. So here we see the text says call us. It doesn't show a phone number. And here email, in the link we've got mail to, and then the email, and the button text is called email us, so they don't actually see the email. Although if you wanted to put the email address in there, all you'd have to do is change this text to the email. So that's how the contact page works. Really simple, as are all of the page types, actually. There's a click to call. Now what would happen is you don't really need to have a contact us page and a click to call, because you'll have the click to call on the contact us page. But if you wanted to have a separate icon here, you can see the icons here. If you wanted to have a separate one that was a click to call, you could just put in the telephone number, and then what will happen is, let's put in 555. Let's just put in that. Now what will happen is, now you'll see there's the number, but when someone just clicks this icon here, it will automatically start open up the dialer in there on their phone with that number. So that's how that's done. And so basically you can have you can embed all your social media pages. We've already done Facebook, but we could put in an RSS feed from your blog, your Twitter page feed, Instagram, Flickr, vCards. You could actually use your Voucher app as a complete mobile website. And you can see how intuitive and easy it is to use. Very, very simple. And then I've already shown you how people will access it. You can either give them a QR code. Here you can see I haven't changed the URL. So let's change this now just so you can see. In the app settings, we go here and let's do this, we'll call this Coffee Cup 2 and save it. And now if I come to the QR code, you can see we've got another URL, and that's the one that we would use. As I said, if you want to just have your own URL, in the tutorials we show you how to do that from the simply making a subdomain in your wherever your website was purchased, and do a masked URL so that when people go to, for example, vouchers.yourdomain.com, when they go to that, they would open up your Voucher app and they wouldn't see even Voucher Studio. So I think that's more or less everything. There's tutorials in there. You'll see you'll have your Voucher app set up in minutes. You see, it's once you've got your images ready and your content, you know what you're going to put. It's really straightforward. You'll be able to come in and see all of your statistics that gets recorded. You've got all the widget data that will show you who's used a coupon, so you'll be able to see it here, how many coupons have been used, and the users are here, so you'll see that was the one I've just done. It tells you when they last logged in to your app, and I think that is all you'll need to see for now. If you want if you have any other queries, then of course we've got a support desk, but really you'll have your vouchers system set up very quickly, no more than a morning tops. Most people can actually create one within an hour. As you can see, it's pretty intuitive. Okay, thanks very much. I hope you found that helpful.